It happened at 3 a.m. 3 slow knocks on the door, but no one was outside. I don't expect anyone to believe this, but I need to write it down somewhere. Maybe if I see it in words, I'll stop replaying that sound in my head. The knock. 3 slow knocks, right on the door, exactly at 3 a.m. I'd been staying alone at my uncle's hunting cabin for a week. It sits about 10 miles off the main road in the Virginia hills, surrounded by pine and fog thick enough to make you lose your sense of direction. No cell service, just an old landline and a wood stove that groaned whenever the wind pushed at the walls. The first few nights were peaceful. I chopped wood, read old paperbacks, listened to rain on the roof. I thought solitude would clear my head after the breakup. By the fourth night, I started to feel watched. Nothing dramatic, just a prickling sense that something was paying attention from the trees. At 3 a.m. that night, the knock came. 3 slow, deliberate raps. I froze halfway out of bed. The sound was calm, polite almost, like whoever was out there wasn't in a hurry. I told myself it was a branch or an animal brushing the siding, but the cabin door is solid oak. You can feel a knock like that through the floorboards. I grabbed the flashlight and called out, "Who's there?" Silence. Then another knock, softer, like it wanted me to come closer. My uncle kept a shotgun in the corner, but I didn't touch it. Instead, I edged to the window. The porch light flickered weakly from the generator, throwing just enough glow to reveal nothing. No tracks in the thin snow, no movement, no breath in the air. The next morning, I found faint prints, bare feet, leading away from the steps toward the woods. The toes were long, thin, almost delicate. I told myself they were smudged animal prints. The second night, it came again. Same time, same knock. This time, the sound came from the back door. I called out again. No answer, just wind whistling through the trees. The landline rang an hour later. I jumped so hard I dropped the flashlight. When I picked up, all I heard was breathing. Slow, steady. Too close to the receiver. I slammed the phone down and yanked the cord from the wall. Daylight didn't make me feel any better. The forest seemed wrong, quiet, heavy, like the world was holding its breath. Around noon, I noticed handprints on the window glass. Small, gray smears shaped like palms pressed flat from the inside. I slept on the couch that night with the fire burning and the shotgun beside me. At 3 a.m., I heard the knock again, but this time it came from inside the cabin, not the door, the wall. 3 slow, even knocks, like someone rapping from behind the wood panels. I shouted, "Who's there?" Silence. Then faint scratching moving toward the corner near the fireplace. The boards creaked like something heavy pressed against them from the other side. I aimed the flashlight, heart hammering, and the beam caught a small gap between 2 planks. For half a second, I saw something looking back. Pale skin, no eyes, just smooth where the sockets should have been. And then it slid out of sight. I didn't sleep. When dawn came, I packed my things and planned to leave, but the truck wouldn't start. I checked the engine. Everything looked fine. The keys were still in my pocket. That's when I noticed muddy fingerprints on the driver's side door. Same long, delicate fingers. I decided to wait until daylight to walk to town. I locked the cabin, pushed a chair under the handle, and sat by the fire until I dozed off. The knock woke me again. 3 a.m., but this time It wasn't just one door, it was every wall. The sound echoing from all sides, slow and deliberate, closing in. I screamed, fired the shotgun once, and the noise stopped instantly. Smoke filled the cabin from the blast. My ears rang. When the air cleared, I saw the front door was wide open, the chair still wedged beneath the handle. Outside, snow had fallen thick and untouched. No tracks leading away, none leading in. I ran into the woods barefoot, following the path to the main road. The trees seemed to shift around me. The sky lightened, but the trail kept curving the wrong way, looping back toward the cabin no matter which direction I turned. By the time I found the clearing again, the sun was high. The cabin looked exactly the same, except for one detail. The front door was closed, and the window shades were drawn from the inside. When I finally reached a ranger station near dusk, I told them everything. They went back to check. Their report said the cabin was abandoned, had been over 20 years. The floor was rotted, the roof half collapsed. They said there was no furniture, no landline, no signs anyone had stayed there for decades. But they found something near the doorframe. 3 small indentations, perfectly round, spaced just like knuckles. They said it looked like someone had been knocking from the inside.